All right, Jay, let's start with that one. First off, congratulations, Pacific Division champions, and quite a hockey game. We kind of talked about this going to be the best of three. You're going to get the best effort from both teams. Certainly seemed like it tonight.
Yeah, I thought it was a great game. Very exciting. Lots of lead changes. It's kind of similar to what we had going on most of the year with this team. We played a lot of close games. I think that's the 9th time we beat them in the last 11 games, and that's not an easy thing to do because they're a very good hockey club. But we stuck with it. We got some goals from some unusual suspects. I was thinking about this before the game. To go on a run like we have, you have to, you can't have all architects. There have to be some bricklayers too. And you saw that tonight with some of the people that stepped up, some unusual suspects who were able to contribute offensively. And then to see the sacrifice to get the win is impressive. So proud of our team. They know how I feel.
Open it up for questions.
Yeah, Coach Woodcroft, what'd you say to the guys in the dressing room after the game?
Exactly that. I just said to them that they know how I feel. We asked them to do some hard things here, including playing 6 games in 9 nights. 3 of them went to overtime, and we had to take out 2 really good hockey teams, 2 very well coached hockey teams. And to see those guys lay it on the line like they did, they know how I feel.
And you've done a lot of cool things in your career. Where does this one rank in terms of what you've done as both a player and a coach?
It is right up there because very enjoyable group to be around. And that was something we talked about this morning. We talked about, having the opportunity to win your last game is a special thing. And realistically, we know how the hockey business works. Not everybody in the room is going to be back next year. And so we wanted to finish this thing off, push it to the maximum. And, to do it in the fashion they did it in impressed me immensely. They're a special group. I haven't talked about it much this year, but we started the year by speaking about a brother that was lost last year that we didn't get to properly say goodbye to in Colby Cave. And, we did a few special things early in our year and then kept his memory alive with us. And we know he's there with us tonight. And like I said, very proud of the group and they know how I feel.
And one more question, just the environment in that building, it was packed to the rafters last night. Those fans had some momentum coming into tonight. What's it like just being in an environment like that?
Electric. It was electric. It was the most fans we played in front of this year, obviously with what's going on with the COVID-19 pandemic. I thought that gave them a little bit of a lift, especially early in the game. But we stuck with our game plan. We respected it. And at the end of the day, we tried to do it harder and longer than our opposition. And in the end, they cracked and we found the win.
Hey, Coach, you've been giving us some great one-liners all season. Do you have one to give to us right now after getting the big win tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Pressure's on.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes it just pours out of me. I'm speechless right now, just based on the effort that those men laid forward. Not just tonight either. It's let's call it 4.5 months that very impressed. They know how I feel.
And then on a serious note, Coach, you talked, obviously, there was a lot of emotion heading into the season, obviously with Colby Cave, but then with just what happened over the past year and everything that's kind of been riding on just athletes and coaches in general, how much more special does that make this win for you? And how much do you think that those emotions played into this feeling like a bigger win, than anyone could have imagined?
Well, I think we kept his spirit alive with us. And we talked about it. It's not something that we hid from. I didn't think last year we had the opportunity to properly grieve as a team. And now this year's team is a little bit, different. We have new pieces, people who didn't know Colby, but we we talked about him, and we knew he was with us. We did some things around our arena and dressing room to make sure that his memory is kept alive. And I think our team knows that he was with us.
I just have one more question here. Coach, you start the season 0-5, you battle back, you win the whole thing. What changed in the room and on the bench?
Well, it's interesting, John, because we did start the year 0-5, but I think we got a little bit later of a start than a lot of the teams we were playing against. A lot of them, just based on where their NHL team is located, they went, from the month of September, they were skating together as a group and training together and all that kind of stuff. And our group only got together on January 25th. So we were a little bit behind in terms of togetherness and cohesiveness. But in those first 5 games, we actually liked a lot of the things that we were doing. And that took, some patience. As a coaching staff, we were determined to keep our powder dry and use our